This tutorial is for 2nd grade, Module 5, Lesson 13. This lesson is going to show subtracting numbers, and we're going to start by doing a little mental math. If I look at my first row of problems, I'm going to start with 8 minus 6, which is basically 8 ones minus 6 ones, which leaves 2. Here I have 80 minus 60, and I can look at that as 8 tens minus 6 tens. That would leave 2 tens, or 20. And the next problem is 180 minus 60. This is the same as the previous problem, except we started with 100 more. I can still look at it as the 80 minus 60 gives me 20, and I just have that extra 100. So I have a total of 120. In the next row, 6 ones minus 3 ones leaves 3 ones. 6 tens, or 60, minus 3 tens leaves 3 tens, or 30. And again, I still have the 60 and 30 in my final problem, but I have that extra 700. So 60 minus 30 is 30, plus the 700 gives me a final answer of 730. In the next section, I'm going to use both expanded form and place value charts to show the subtraction. The first problem is 445 minus 35. I'm going to start by showing each of those numbers in expanded form. 445 is 400 and 40 and 5. 35 is 30 and 5. When we subtract on the place value chart, we only show the beginning number, because when we subtract, we're going to cross off dots to show the subtraction. So we're not going to show the 35. That's what we're going to cross off. We're only going to show the 445. And that consists of 4 hundreds, 4 tens, and 5 ones. And I'm going to cross off 35, looking at my ones place first. So in the expanded form, we can see we're going to start with 5 and take 5 away. So I'm going to cross off the dots to show that I'm taking 5 away, and that leaves 0 in my ones place. In my tens place, I need to subtract 30, which is the same thing as 3 tens. So I'm going to cross off 3 tens, and that leaves 1 10, or 10. And in my hundreds place, I'm not subtracting anything, so that leaves the 400. Now I combine these three answers for my final difference. 410 and 0 equals 410, and that matches the dots on my place value chart. I have 4 hundreds, I have 1 10, and 0 ones. Let's look at another problem. This one is 472 minus 228. I'm going to start the same way. I'm going to show each number in expanded form. 472 is 400 and 70 and 2. 228 is 220 and 8. And then, like before, I'm just going to show the 472 on the place value chart. So we have 4 hundreds, 7 tens, and 2 ones. Now the problem tells me to take 8 ones away in my ones column. I only have 2, so I need to do some decomposing to get some more ones over there so I can take 8 away. That means I'm going to take one of my tens and I'm going to decompose it, meaning I'm going to break it down into 10 ones. I'm going to show this step up on the expanded form. So I took a 10 away. That left me with 6 dots, or 6 tens, which is 60. I took that 10 and decomposed it into 10 ones, combined it with the 2 that were already there. Now I have 12 ones. In order to subtract 8, I need to cross off 8 dots. So I'll just cross off 8 dots. And that leaves me with 4 ones. In the tens place, I have 6 tens or 60. I need to subtract 2 tens or 20. I'm going to cross off 2 dots, and that leaves me with 4 tens or 40. And in my hundreds place, I need to subtract 200, which would be 2 dots, and that leaves me with 200. Combine those 3 answers, and I get 244. So 472 minus 228 is 244. Let's look at one more problem. This one is 567 minus 184. I'll start by writing them both in expanded form. We have 560 and 7 minus 180 and 4. I'm going to show 567 on my place value chart. We have 5 hundreds, 6 tens, and 7 ones. Starting in my ones column, I have 7 ones and I need to take away 4. So I'll cross off 4, and that leaves 3 ones. In my tens column, I have 6 tens or 60. I need to subtract 80. I don't have enough tens right now. 10 tens is the same as 100. And I'm going to record that move up on the expanded form. I took one of my hundreds, which left 400, decomposed it into 10 tens, which left me with 16 tens or 160. Now I can subtract the 8 tens or the 80 just by crossing off 8 tens. And that leaves 8 tens for 80. And then in my hundreds column, I have 400. I need to subtract 100. Just cross off 1 dot. That leaves 300. Combine my 3 answers for a final answer of 383. And that matches my dots. I have 3 hundreds, I have 8 tens or 80, and 3 ones. So using the expanded form and the place value chart helps keep track of the unbundling and decomposing that needs to be done in certain subtraction cases.